Welcome back to another edition of the NCAC Friday 5. Today we're joined by Oberlin men's lacrosse senior Michael Muldoon. Thanks for being here today, Michael.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
I wanted to start, by talking about the hot start to the season that the Yeomen have had. Currently sitting at 8-1 and winners of 7 straight, which is the program's longest winning streak since 1960. Are you happy with the way the team has gelled and is playing so far this season?
Yeah, definitely. I've been really impressed with how this team has been able to come together this season. We've had a lot of bumps in the road the past couple of years. Obviously, everyone across the nation was devastated by seasons getting cut short in 2020 due to the pandemic. But Oberlin also had some unique policies last year that limited our ability to compete due to COVID. So Oberlin had a plan to de-densify campus amidst the pandemic last year. So it made it that only freshmen, juniors, and seniors could be on campus last spring. So that was difficult for guys on campus, having to go on with the season without the sophomores, and especially difficult for those sophomores that unfortunately had to be excluded from that. And we were only able to schedule 2 games last year, again, due to those policies dealing with the pandemic. So before this season, we had only been able to compete 6 times over 2 years. So I think that's definitely motivated me and a lot of this team to really push ourselves this off-season to come back and show everyone what Oberlin Lacrosse is capable of if you just give us a chance. I'm just really proud of this team and how we've demonstrated how we can handle adversity.
Yeah. Your offensive play has really helped propel the Yeomen this season, as you currently rank in the top 5 among conference athletes in goals and points. Does it feel good to see all the hard work you've put in, paying off on the field?
Yeah, it's definitely nice to see the preparation in the offseason pay off on the field. But I really have to give credit to my coaches and teammates who put me in a position to be successful. Coach Pollock and Coach O'Neill are both great offensive minds, and guys like Max John, Tom Decker have also been really instrumental in our offensive success. And I just think that our offense overall has had really good chemistry, which is why I think we see success offensively. And our defense has been playing at a very high level as well. And just knowing that our defense is capable of making consistent stops throughout a game definitely takes some pressure off us on the offensive side.
Yeah. Looking ahead, the Yeomen are hitting the stretch run of the schedule with 7 conference games remaining in the month of April. Do you think the non-conference portion of your schedule has helped prepare you for this run through the conference schedule?
Yeah, I think our non-conference games have been really good preparation for these upcoming conference games. We've played really solid teams that have given us opportunities to see what does and doesn't work for us offensively and defensively. And I think the lessons from those games have allowed us to kind of fine-tune our systems. And I feel really confident about our ability to continue to be successful going into the remainder of conference play.
Yeah. And if being from Ridgewood, New Jersey, how'd you find your way to Oberlin?
So I actually found out about Oberlin relatively late in my recruiting process. I knew that I wanted a liberal arts education that would expand my thinking in the ways I see the world around me, as well as challenge me academically. So after doing some research, I found that Oberlin seemed to fit the bill in those aspects. So I set up a visit, fell in love with the campus, and I felt that Oberlin would be a really great fit for me. I was definitely a little hesitant at first because I didn't expect to go to a school so far from home. But there was actually someone on the Oberlin lacrosse team at the time when I was looking at Oberlin that was from Ridgewood. So I had a conversation with him about his experience at Oberlin, coming from the same hometown, and he made me feel a little bit better about the distance from home. So after that, I made my decision that Oberlin would be where I'd spend the next 4 years. And I'm really happy I didn't let the distance factor deter me from making that decision.
Well, you've cruised through those first 4 questions, but can you get through all of our Friday 5 rapid-fire questions? I'm going to give you a series of topics, and you just knock them out as quickly as you can. Are you ready?
Sounds good.
If you couldn't play lacrosse, what sport would be your next choice?
I'd probably have to go with soccer. Before I was playing lacrosse, I was really into soccer. So, yeah, I'd go with soccer.
Any game day superstitions?
I don't have a ton. I have to wear the same eye black pattern. I probably
Okay.
one.
Favorite restaurant?
I'm gonna have to go with a hometown classic in here with Oberlin. Gotta go with the Fev.
Okay. Biggest role model?
Definitely my mom and dad.
And lastly, your favorite athletic conference?
Gotta be the NCAC.
Perfect. Well, I want to thank you again for spending some time with me today on the NCAC Friday Five.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me on today.
We'll be back next week with another edition of the Friday Five. Have a good weekend, everybody.